Today's video is proudly brought to you by Coolabah Cabins, portable houses for living.
Welcome back to MilduraWeekly.com.au. It's a really exciting time for Mallee Accommodation and Support Program team with the new MASP Service and Community Hub officially opened this week. Here today to discuss the opening is MASP CEO Gary Simpson and Manager of Strategy and Innovation Mark Ross. Thank you both for coming in.
You're welcome, Vinnie.
It's, as I said, an absolute pleasure to have you both here. Really exciting times. Gary, we might start with you. The hub itself's been a long time coming. It's a fantastic initiative for your organisation. Can you just take us through the journey, the funding you guys have secured to get to this point and to have such a wonderful facility up and running?
It's been something that's been in the plans for about 6 or 7 years. The board initiated many years ago looking at a bit of a feasibility study of what we could build and where we could build. They looked at a lot of different sites. We'd end up putting it on the old Vineleaf site where it is today. Wouldn't have been possible without some fantastic funding from the Commonwealth Government. They contributed $2.45 million, and MASP has put in $2.2 million of its own money. So it's really worth it because it's brought MASP forward into the modern era. It's modernised everything we've done, and it's given our staff much better tools to do the job for disadvantaged people. And disadvantaged people in our region are also benefiting from this fantastic new facility because it gives them great, warm, welcoming, safe environment for them to come in and meet with us. We didn't have that previously. Our previous buildings were outdated, had gone past their use-by date, so it's really a great thing for clients. They feel respected coming into the spaces that we've got for them now. Yeah,
fantastic. Mark, having been through the facility myself recently, it's extremely impressive what you guys have done there. Are you able to just take our viewers through, I guess, some of the features you have incorporated and some of the highlights, I guess, of the building?
Yeah, absolutely. From the minute you walk in the front door, it's got the therapeutic feel about it. It's welcoming, it's calming, and that was all part of the planning as well. There's no security glass. Clients don't need to feel threatened as they walk in the door. Yeah. It's about welcoming them, as Gary mentioned before, having an environment where they're comfortable. You move down into the interview rooms. Interview rooms are colourful but nice colours, something that's softening, again, that calming feel. The rooms are confidential for all clients because a lot of our clients coming in are in distress, whether it be for housing or other services that we provide, and those clients need to feel that they are in a safe environment. As you come into the front of the building, though, we do have other features in there. The front reception area is set up. There's a handful of, or more than a handful of USB points. Everybody has a mobile phone these days and they need to charge their phones. We also have a 15 amp plug to charge gophers, not just for our clients, but that's open for the community. So if someone in the community's up the street in their gopher and all of a sudden they've run out of battery power or running low, we're welcome for them to come in and charge it up. Same as we have a parenting room at the front of the building which can be used by clients with young children, but also young mums, families who might be across the road at the coffee shops and just need to change a nappy or something, or want to come in and feed their child and have a bit of privacy. The room there is open for the public to use.
Yeah, even if they're in town shopping, if they want to go and feed a baby, come into MASP. You don't have to be a client of ours. It's there for the community use. Just come in. You're welcome to use it.
Even somewhere to escape the elements, whether it's rain, hail, or
or 43 degrees coming
up.
That's absolutely. So that moves down. We have two bigger meeting rooms as well, the Unlock Potential and Embody Hope rooms, which are named after, the names are derived from our vision. All our interview rooms are named after our values in the organisation as well. Those rooms are used for family meetings. We also run living and life skills courses for a lot of our clients, so it could be teaching them to cook. So there's a full kitchen in both those rooms. We've had self-defence classes, real estate agents come in and talk about rental properties and that. So really just teaching them some of those life skills. There's also a playground, a secure educational playground attached to one of those rooms. So if there's a family meeting on, the children can go out into a safe environment in the playground while mum and dad are talking. There's also a separate waiting room down there for someone who is in distress and doesn't feel comfortable sitting out the front, we have a more private waiting room as well. The building also has been built with extra space. Some of it we are leasing out to another like provider for a period of time until there comes a time that we need that space, as we're constantly also looking at what programs are needed in the community that we can deliver. Downstairs we also have the community room, the Vine Leaf room, for community use, and that room is named after the Vine Leaf Hostel, and it's sitting exactly on the same space as the hostel's meeting room was. Now that room is going to be hired out to community groups free of charge, so there's electronic whiteboard, there's coffee tea facilities in there, and then they've got full access to our downstairs staff room, so just making another space for community to use. Upstairs, full of open plan for all our staff to work together, and our teams are so much more cohesive now, working side by side. There's a lot of clients and community members that we joint service from all our programs, and it's just made it so much easier. So the space has been welcomed by a number of clients. We had clients come through even before we'd finished building, helping us with the planning process to make sure it was going to suit their needs, our staff needs, and the community's needs.
Fantastic.
An interesting thing, if I can just raise on that community room as well, is that it is our staff lunchroom. However, we have no issue with staff and members of the community who are using the Vine Leaf room mixing in our lunchroom. It's a secure area. It's secured from all other places where we might have confidential files. We just think it's a really good look and feel for MASP to be sharing this space for the community. So we know who the groups are because they have to book the room, so we know who they are. The community groups are welcome to come into MASP and use it. And as Mark said, we don't charge a fee for it. And it's just a great feel. It's really exciting.
Number of innovative and exciting programs that are happening at MASP all the time. Might get you, Gary, to talk a little bit about a particular project that you're looking forward to seeing launch over the next few months or next 12.
We've got one coming up very soon, Vinnie, called the Red Earth Heart. So Red Earth Heart, it's a mobile food distribution and laundry service. We've taken the name from Red Earth. So Mildura is believed to be an Aboriginal word that means red earth. So hence Red Earth. And the heart is actually taken from part of the logo of MASP. If you look at the two stick figures there with their interlocked hands, they form a bit of a heart. So Red Earth Heart. That name came. Someone on our staff came up with that name quite some time ago. So we applied through the Victorian Government's Pick My project, which is a bit of a public popularity vote, but it was still good fun getting the concept out there, and it's something that's new out here. It's what we call assertive outreach. So that means we go out to where we know that homeless people and rough sleepers are, and when we go out, we provide them with food. We offer to help with their hygiene, with washing and drying their clothes. And while we're doing that, while we're feeding them and helping with their hygiene, we have social workers and counsellors and support workers that will also be going out with a van, whose job is to engage with the person. They might not necessarily be a client of MASP's, and they don't have to become a client of MASP's. We're happy to support them by referring them to other organisations in Mildura. So we find out a bit about their story. It's a great way of engaging with people. Even us, we go out and we socialise by sitting down and eating with people. So that's the rationale behind it, is we can sit down, we can provide food to take away, eat with them at the time, wash clothes, talk to them about their barriers to their, what's causing their disadvantage, and see if we can work on those. So that's going to be launched soon. We've got some fantastic local support, and we'll make some public announcements on that very soon. But we have recently advertised online and in the newspaper for volunteers to help get the Red Earth Heart van operating. So
which is an extremely important component as well.
It's a gap in the area, so we're really excited about it.
Mark, Gary, thank you so much again for coming in, and as I said, congratulations again on the opening of the new hub. It's a fantastic facility. Certainly encourage everyone to go through, have a look if they can, and see what MASP has put there for the community to utilise. So thanks you again very much.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers. Be sure to tune back into MilduraWeekly.com.au for more videos, and be sure to grab a copy of this week's Mildura Weekly for more on MASP's grand opening of its new Community and Services Hub.
Live the dream and contact Coolabah Cabins today on 03 50 24 2885.
MAP